The episode starts with Klein and Ozek fishing at Hornesis University. Klein is frustrated, wondering about the red chimneys and the mastermind he can't detect, even with the gray mist. He feels he needs the clown potion and some hidden cards to reach the mastermind, as he only has his pistol and a few magical charms as weapons. He thinks he might get more information from the mutated sunset emblem. Ozek notices Klein's stress and advises him to relax. He says things sometimes fall into place when you least expect them. Klein asks Ozek for a favor, and a few days later, he meets Justice and the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man has brought another page from Emperor Roselle's diary, which mentions the unnamed island, but provides no further clues. Justice reveals that she met with a secret Beyonder group and can get more diary pages. But first, she wants information on other secret organizations. Klein and the Hanged Man are the only ones with some knowledge. The Hanged Man, however, demands 1,000 pounds for the information, citing the danger involved in getting it. Klein is shocked, but Justice agrees, which surprises both him and the Hanged Man. Klein considers asking for money, but remembers he is the fool and can't take money from his associates. The Hanged Man then agrees to share the information, reveals that over 100 secret organizations exist. The Secret Order, the Demonist Sect, and the Moses Aesthetic Order are ancient. Dating back to the 4th Epoch, the Moses Aesthetic Order, whose members follow the mystery prior pathway sequence 9 and worship knowledge, is the oldest. Once respected, it's now considered evil because knowledge itself came to life and became an evil god. New organizations like Roselle's School of Thought and the Death-worshipping Numinous Episcopate have also emerged, along with the Aurora Order, Element Dawn, and Psychology Alchemists. Justice thanks the Hanged Man, and the meeting concludes. Klein returns but still has no report from Ozek. He then hears news of a paranormal attack on the docks, targeting Evernight Goddess followers. He rushes to read the newspaper, and his sister Melissa sees his gun. He tells her he's working for the police and reads that the attacks are linked to Ozek at the Nighthawks security company. Neil and Fallen are drinking, and Klein joins them. They discuss the dock attacks, and Klein learns that the spirits involved are ancient, from the 4th Epoch, confirming his suspicion that Ozek is connected. Fallen, an associate of Neil's, suggests Klein join the mandated Punishers, but Neil refuses. They then go to the captain, who assigns Neil, Leonard, and Canley to investigate. Klein offers to go in Neil's place, and Neil readily agrees. However, when the captain says those over 50 years old will get double pay, Neil changes his mind and decides to go. They discuss how difficult the spirits are to handle, and that they'll need the sealed artifact, the sun's sacred envenom. Bring it to the crowded docks. However, because anyone in its range for an hour would become a sun-worshipping fool, Klein convinces the captain to let him use the artifact, and they all head to the docks. Leonard suspects Klein is there to uncover his secrets, but Klein is focused on the mission. At the incident site, everyone questions if they are real exorcists. Leonard shows them his ritual items to prove they are professionals. Many spirits attack, but instead of harming people, they just make them perform strange acts. The spirits recognize Klein and don't harm him at all. The sun's sacred envenom begins to work, and Klein gestures for the spirits to leave. Leonard tells Klein to perform an exorcism, but Klein is not prepared. He and Neil instead perform a ridiculous dance to make it look like they are exorcising the spirits, and everyone falls for it. Suddenly, a carriage almost hits a girl, but Fallen saves her. Klein realizes the girl is the fiancée of Lenovis. The man Fallen was tracking to expose his fraud. Klein asks Neil about their friendship. Neil explains they used to work and drink together, and his wife Celesta would play the piano for them before she died years ago. Now, only he and Fallen are left. As they continue to investigate, Leonard asks Klein to perform a divination, since the victims seem unharmed. Klein sees no clear results, but he does see an inverted pyramid. He remembers that the pyramid is a symbol used by those who believe they are descendants of death, an evil being who allied with ancient demons. Klein wonders if Mr. Ozek, who came back to life from the dead, is also a descendant of death. This makes him realize that the mastermind who stole Ozek's son's skull is likely even more dangerous. Leonard and Canley leave the sun's sacred envenom with Klein, giving him time to perform a ritual. Klein chants, hoping to complete his flaring sun charm. As he performs the ritual, the weather outside changes. A monster attacks a small boat, eating a man, shocking Leonard. The monster then attacks Klein's ship. Klein fires at it, but the bullets stop in midair. He realizes the monster was once a Beyonder, who lost control of their powers. Leonard arrives and starts fighting the monster, revealing it is a sequence 8 Beyonder. They must eliminate it. Klein gives the sun's sacred envenom to Canley and tells him to leave. Neil orders everyone to evacuate as the ship explodes. Neil saves people from the falling debris. Leonard struggles to fight the monster. Klein, swinging from a rope, accidentally kicks the monster, causing it to fall. Neil catches it, and Leonard uses his power to trap it. Neil finds a bottle of alcohol belonging to Fallen, and they realize the monster is none other than Fallen. It's impossible to save him. Leonard prepares to kill him, but Neil decides to do it himself, saying a final goodbye to his friend. Back home, Neil plays the piano sadly, and Klein finds a photo of Neil, Fallen, and their friends. He can't understand how such a good Beyonder could suddenly turn into a monster. Klein returns home, disturbed. He never noticed anything abnormal about Fallen. He wonders if any Beyonder could transform into a monster and die. This is a terrifying thought. He has only 2 flaring sun charms, which can help him find the notebook and the mastermind. But they can't stop a Beyonder from turning into a monster. He remembers the captain saying many Nighthawks died after turning into monsters. He tells himself, this can't be the end, and there must be a solution, perhaps through strong self-control and power. He concludes it is time to reveal active methods to his teammates and advance to the clown sequence himself. The episode ends here.